on my way to Montefiore Hospital, aka slaughterhouse. You ever walk by a slaughterhouse when you hear these animals like crying for their lives? That's the way Montefiore Hospital is when it comes down to the patients. I'm fighting for my mom's all the way. I'm riding for her. I'm trying to get some information from her day health center where she used to go to, and why her last doctor, the one that went up there, I never seen him. I was at work at the time. He went up there. My brother was up there. He goes by the name of Dr. Kim. So he was up there, and he decided to stop my mother's night medication. I don't know what was the reason, but he gave my brother some information, but I didn't think that was the right thing to do, to stop her night medication, because right now she's in the hospital. She called her third stroke, and that's right after they stopped her night medication. And nobody knows who Dr. Kim is. He's like what you call one of these, he disappeared like a magician. I'm trying to get some information who Dr. Kim is. Nobody knows who's Dr. Kim. Now, I got some information that the therapist that used to come to my mother's house, that he stopped coming to my mother's house. I just found out that he quit, or he got transferred to another site. So, what's going on, And right now I'm feeling kind of bad because, my mother is right now on her deathbed, and I was called by the doctors and the doctors' nurses that I needed to rush over there because, for me to say bye and call my loved ones. And it hurts me. It hurts me how they actually try to get her into a nursing home and sabotage her medication, and for them to collect her insurance. And everybody that was at the meeting at the time that they was trying to get her into a nursing home was throwing right and left at me like, what are you going to do with your mother when she needs this, when she needs that? And I was like, don't forget about it. I got her. That's my mother. She took care of me for 52 years. I'm going to take care of her. Okay, so they seen that I was taking care of my mother. She was doing all right. I got footage of my mother laughing. Even the day before she called her last stroke, she's laughing, singing. That was the day of her birthday. We having a good time. Anyway, I took care of my mother. I did my job. Now, what's sad is that, I know what they did to collect the insurance. And I don't know how much they get. I heard $500,000 or $1 million if individual passes away, or elderly person passes away in the nursing home or in the hospital, and the staff that be at the meeting, they get, to get you to sign over your mom to a hospital, they get a commission. They get, I don't know how much they get. So since the first time it didn't succeed, and now my mother's on her deathbed, and now they don't want to give me no information who was the last doctor that was in my mother's house, why the therapist stopped coming over, the one who just resigned and got transferred, from the nursing agency, why they sent a nutcase to my mother's house, probably didn't even check her background because she had a pair of scissors and she just chopped off my mother's hair like nothing, and we had resign, or taken out my mother's house because for what she did. And it was like all that together, and now I got footage of the hospital mistreating my mother. The way they taking care of my mother, like after what she went through with Centerlight, and now Montefiore, and then Gotham Agency, the agency where her nurse's aide came from. Montefiore, the Gotham Agency, Centerlight, doing all this negative stuff to elderly people. That's a no-no. And you know what? If God takes my mother, God forbid God takes my mother tonight, like the doctors told me that she don't got much time, okay. But I'm going to ride for other elderly people. If politicians doesn't get in, Ruben Diaz Jr., Jeff Klein, Mary Cuomo, whoever, you know, if they don't get involved and no lawyers want to get involved, hey, that's why they got social media for. Let everybody see it on YouTube. Let everybody see it on Facebook, all over the world. And listen, Channel 12 News, Channel 1 News, you know, people need to see this because everybody got a mother and everybody got a father. Grandmother, grandfather. How would you like if they mistreat your mother, father, the ones you love? So protect them. Let's see what we could do. I'm fighting for my mother all the way. Peace. DJ Sam from the BX. Let's ride for the elderly people. Make sure they don't get used, abused, and thrown around like rag dolls, like animals. Hey.